Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'll be giving my review for Big Sky River, The Bridal Path. This is the sequel to last year's Big Sky River. Now, did we need a sequel for Big Sky River? No. The first one was perfectly fine the way it is. I really enjoyed that one. Gave it a 4 out of 5, I believe. But we got one. So, was it good? Was it not good? I don't think it was horrible. I've seen worse this year, but I definitely did not love it. It was definitely a step down. There's not a ton of positives for this. Cinematography, once again, was beautiful. I think the acting was fine. And I think the story had some potential. There were some elements there that worked, that could have been put in and expanded on into a better film. But on the other side of this, what didn't work for me, I thought the chemistry just wasn't as strong in this one as the first one. I thought the dialogue at times was really bad, like when he proposed towards the very beginning. I thought that it felt very like it felt like he was reading a script. It didn't feel natural. It didn't feel like he was doing it because he loved her, I guess. And her reaction to the proposal just wasn't natural, and it's not a reaction I'm used to seeing. It felt like almost like she forgot to act or forgot to have some kind of interaction, and they had to tell her, oh, do something. Or maybe like she's thinking too hard on what to do when it happened. But it didn't feel natural. The proposal felt very off. Dialogue was very bad. I thought the story had too much going on. They throw in a romance with the best friend that's a singer. And it just felt like I said, it just felt thrown in. It didn't feel like it had a purpose of being there. I didn't care about it. I didn't feel a connection to it because it wasn't, in my opinion, building anything. Now, if you took a movie like a spin-off film with just them building the relationship, that's different. But to try to throw that in with this that's supposed to be the bridal path, or supposed to be leading to a wedding, it just felt out of place. It felt very just like it just shouldn't have been there. And same goes for the daughter. There was like a not so relationship with a foreign exchange student that came to the school. They don't really establish if they're really anything, honestly. They kind of lead you to believe they are, but then they, by the end of it, he's still there, but it's like they're just friends, but yet they don't really give you that vibe the entire movie if you feel like that they're actually more. So I just felt like that was very unneeded, very messy, and just out of place for this film. We did get a little bit of the wedding when they're looking through like the wedding book. They're trying to find a house to move into after they're married. So we did get a little bit involving a little bit of wedding stuff, but it just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for a movie that's supposed to be about them preparing for the wedding. They try to give a little drama with the kids, and I didn't like that. I didn't like the fact that they were upset because she was going to be moving in with them. I felt like we established in the first one that they're okay with her now. They had that issue with her in the first one. We got past that. Then they try to bring it back up in this one, and then all of a sudden it's like, boom, they're just completely okay with it, with just too fast. And we don't get to see, because basically the kids come up to the dad and say, "We're fine with it. We want her to move in. We want you to get married." Me and him and his brother talked about it. If you're going to give us that, let us see the brothers having a heart-to-heart talk. Let us see the little brother being sort of in the older brother's shoes of telling the older brother, "Listen, you know, we've accepted her in this family already. We need to accept her into our household. We, have that heart-to-heart moment, because or something. I don't know. It was just to me. It was just in a way unneeded again. Like, it's too much story and not enough story at the same time. And then the ending, it was a nice ending. I thought the dress was really nice. I thought the wedding looked fine. It looked nice. It was a little outside ranch type wedding. But we didn't lead up to anything. It didn't lead us to that very well. It just like, boom, we're having a wedding. Boom, she has her dress all of a sudden, and he has his tux all of a sudden. They're riding up on horses to get married, and it felt very fast and very unfinished. And it just, for me, I could have went lower with this movie with my score, honestly. But I was generous, I feel like, and I ended up giving this a 2.5 out of 5. I think this movie was just, it needed to be rewritten. It needed to have somebody look at the script and say, what are we doing here? Why we have 50 million storylines and not enough of the main storyline we're trying to go with. It felt like it was just forced out there. They just wanted a sequel as fast as possible, and I think, it shows. And, if there's a third one, I hope there's not, because they did talk about possibly having kids, a kid of their own. If they go that route and try to give us a third one involving them trying to get pregnant, I don't know if I'm going to watch it, honestly. I think I'm kind of done with these. I'm going to stick with the first one. I think you could easily just stick with the first one and be completely fine and not have to worry about watching any of the sequels. So, but yeah, that is everything from my review on Big Sky River: The Bridal Path. Gave it a 2.5 out of 5. So please come like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified for our videos, and we'll see you all in the next one.